Again, everybody, and welcome now to tonight's replay between Corbin and Middlesboro and Bill Hoover. We're seeing those 19 seniors out on the field right now in their last varsity action here.
It's a very emotional event here at Campbell Field tonight, especially with that number of seniors and knowing that this contest doesn't mean anything but pride, and also that it's the last game that these seniors will ever play at Campbell Field.
We will point out the seniors to you as we progress tonight. As we get ready for this Corbin-Middlesboro playback, a lot has happened in a year.
Yeah, you know, the situation last year, you go back to this point in time, and everything was decided at halftime for us last year, and we turned everything around, and I think that at the end of that ball game, they could have gone ahead and gave us the state championship trophy because I think we decided that at that time. This year, two of the best teams in the state of Kentucky here tonight, and neither one of them going anywhere after this ball game. This is the last game, and the last game for each respective school.
The Pride Bowl, I guess, is what you would call tonight's game.
Well, you know, it's never been a situation any time in the last 14 years where this game has meant nothing. You know, and this is the first year. This is the first year in 15 years that this game means nothing from the standpoint of playoff.
Middlesboro has won the toss, elected to receive as number 88 for Corbin, Martin Earl Pennington, is prepared to kick off. And deep for Middlesboro, number 42, Tony Wright. Here's the kick as Wright comes way upfield to get it at the 20-yard line. He gets by Pennington, but then in a collision after he gets it back about 3 yards.
Well, Pennington made a super effort, you know, coming down. He just didn't have an opportunity to lock up, but Bobby Reeves and Sadler went ahead and saddled Middlesboro back.
So Middlesboro will start tonight's game at about, let's call it the 24-yard line. The hitting will be just as hard as last year. The incentive is not as great, but these teams like to beat each other. So let's see what happens here. As Middlesboro with quarterback Babe White operating, number 11, they'll get a yard at the most on this first play.
Well, let's see. On initial contact there, we have looked like Richard Fox was down underneath things there, along with Steely was in there, had his nose in there. Pennington did his job as a defensive end on this side, and they stopped everything short, just probably about a yard. Looks to be about a yard pickup on the play.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for Middlesboro. A lot of people think that Middlesboro is a better football team than Somerset, and Corbin's work really cut out for them here tonight. Some yardage, not a lot, maybe 4 off that left side.
Well, they did a good job on the line that time. Pennington and Fox, along with Steely again, were on the tackle. They picked up, looks to be about, probably a 5-yard pickup on that play.
The ball carrier, number 33, Sean Russell, 194-pound fullback, has put it up to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 now for Middlesboro, as the end, number 87, Marvin Buell, splits wide to the left. Frederick, tremendous play, got it.
Mike Frederick showed those great hands. I love to see him when he gets his hands on the football. He made an excellent interception on the play. Mike Frederick.
Number 12, Mike Frederick, 6 foot, 180-pound senior, has given Corbin the ball at the 31-yard line, and he had to tussle with the end off to the right side, but he got it, and he comes off the field now, getting congratulations from the coaching staff and his players on this side, as Corbin is set to go now at the Middlesboro 31-yard line. Halfback split to the right, end split to the left. Duncombe looking down the middle, throws the pass, almost intercepted the other way.
Well, you know, if he'd had an opportunity to lead catching on that, it looked like, you know, it was a sure reception that time. Duncombe was hit, though, just as he released the football.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 yards to go at the 31-yard line. So here we go, the 2nd down play for Corbin. This is the option with Duncombe, very short yardage, just got 2.
Something that I'm noticing out here right now, you know, I go back to last year, and what a loss that Middlesboro had against us. And these kids, I'm sure that they worked hard for a year. No matter whether this game means anything or not, I know they worked hard because they were physically beaten. And tonight I feel like this is going to be a real physical football game because these kids from Middlesboro have got something to prove.
For Frederick's interception to pay off, you need a big play here. 3rd and 8. Option left side Duncombe will keep it again. He will get 3 yards maybe 4.
We got a 4th down situation here, and, you know, trying to read the play that time, I thought that he actually had the pitcher. He didn't pick up a couple of yards when he made the move up, but he did at Somerset too. So, I actually thought that the pitch man was there.
So we're down to the 25-yard line, but we've got to get down to the 21. A 4th and 4 in 4-down territory as the Red Hounds get set to go for it here. We're 3 minutes deep in the opening period of this game. Both ends in tight. The pitch to Sam Jackson. He will not get it.
No, I don't. No, he didn't get it. We need to remember something as we watch this game. We need to remember this. Now, here's Middlesboro. They turned that ball over and gave us good field position, and we couldn't pick up a 1st down.
We come up about a yard shy. Let's see, the ball just over the 22-yard line. So Middlesboro has held Corbin on 4 downs. And they take over about where they started the football game. Not a lot of damage done. Number 11 is their quarterback, Babe White, 5'10", 186-pound senior. Number 22 has trouble holding on to the football, but Martin Earl Pennington picks him up and tries to carry him back.
Pennington had him wrapped up there. McWitt was on the lower portion of the body there, but Pennington did a good job, stopped him there. They actually picked up about 3 yards, 2 to 3 yards on the play.
Number 22 is Darrell Ferguson, 5'10", 184-pound junior. Middlesboro's backs have good size, and they're all a threat. Slot man, number 42 to the left side, is Tony Wright. Wright gets the ball.
Nice play.
He'll get about 3.
That was a nice play that time on that little delay going back the other way, and Roger Rose was on got on the ankles there and went ahead and tripped him up.
It's going to be 3rd down, 3 to go for the 1st down now for Middlesboro, so they get into a big play situation here. A moment ago, they went to the air. Frederick intercepted. Let's see what they do here on their 3rd and 3. We do hope you enjoyed the playback of the banquet preceding this game tonight. Presentation of the varsity club. Good defense.
Excellent job that time by Jeff McWitt along with Steely, and looked like Frederick was up there too on the play. It was an excellent job by McWitt.
Chris Ewell, number 24, 5'10", 188-pound junior, is stopped after a yard gain to the 30-yard line. And Middlesboro forced into a punt situation now as Tony Wright stands deep. For Corbin, Steely, and Reedy, 18 and 40. High kick. Steely calls fair catch, and he'll take it just over the Corbin 30-yard line. So with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go, here in the opening period, we have a timeout. The score is Corbin nothing, Middlesboro nothing. On our first play from the 31, the pass goes over the head of the intended receiver, Reedy, but Duncombe had people all over him.
Well, he threw the ball, but it was after he threw the ball that he had contact there. He just overthrew Reedy.
Corbin started their first series with a pass play. And when you do that, if you don't get good, you're starting in a hole.
Yeah, you're in the hole right now. That's the same thing happened. Of course, we held them the first 2 times they've had the football too.
So let's see what happens here on 2nd and 10. Back to the airwaves. Reedy's open this time. He's got it. 35. Nice move. 40. 45, 46-yard line.
Made an excellent move there. He just couldn't get started, and they went ahead and pursued, caught up with him there. But he made a fine reception. It was a good pass for Greg.
They came right back with the same play that they used on the first one.
Well, I guess that's the best way to call it there, because everything developed real good on the play that time. Reedy was there, and Duncan put it right in there.
The Red Hounds have the first down up at the 46-yard line. Pennington wide to the right, Steely wide to the left. They try the quick hitter right up the middle.
Looked like Champlin. Yeah, Champlin that time. Champlin right in there. There's some things need to be said about Steve Champlin, and we tried to do as best we could this year on covering Steve. Steve, he's paid the price this year, and he's an excellent athlete, and I've yet to see him in any game this year give anything less than 110%.
He's one of the seniors, number 34, 5'6", 157-pounder. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Sam Jackson, cross midfield. Jackson hit and turned back.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like we're going to be about third and 4 on this play.
Number 87, Marvin Buell, 6'5", 194-pound senior, made the stop.
I'll tell you something, Middlesboro's got a good physical football team here, and every one of these kids have worked extra hard. Van Hoos, he needs to be credited with that. He's known as a hard worker up there, and those kids have really paid the price. They've worked hard.
We said we were going to talk about those seniors as the officials have a timeout for Todd Trosper right now. Our quarterback, number 5, Greg Duncombe, a senior. Then we have number 25, Sam Jackson. Number 29, Jeff McGuett. Number 34, Steve Champlin. Number 40, Darren Steely. Number 44, Steve Rollins. Number 54, Roger Rose. Number 55, Brad Engel. We'll continue in just a moment. 19 of them on this year's team. This is Steely now. Steely, 45-40. Corbin, first down.
Yeah, that's an excellent job by Steely. I tell you what, I'm standing up here and I'm thinking about this ball game, and more it develops here. These seniors out there on that football field, I know that they got to understand that's a very emotional thing. When you know that you're never going to ever be able to set your feet on that field again and play this game for the Red Hounds, and I just hope that those 18, 19 seniors that we got out there tonight are carrying that with them.
Duncombe will call a timeout as he looks to the backfield, and something is wrong. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. We're in the opening period. Timeout on the scores. Corbin nothing, Middlesboro nothing. Corbin ready to go now as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of the Middlesboro 40-yard line. Number 89, B.J. Catron, comes wide to the right. 88, Pennington, wide to the left. Duncombe has good protection. He has Catron. Great grab. Corbin first down as B.J. Catron does a circus catch.
That's an excellent reception. It's as good a reception as we've seen any time this year. And the ball was thrown, to his opposite side. He had to kind of turn around and go to the ball, and sure hands on the fingertips, and a fine reception by B.J.
Corbin has rolled up 3 first downs, so they're going in impressive fashion now. They're at the 24-yard line of Middlesboro. Steely, left side, as Steely goes to the 21.
Steely, yeah, that's a good effort by Steely. He went ahead and picked his way, and then went ahead and kind of just dived out there and picked up a couple extra yards.
Identifying more of our seniors, number 58, the center, Kenny Gilmore. Then we have number 61, Alan Sadler. Number 62, Richard Fox. Number 63, Kevin Smith. Number 65, Todd Trosper. 71, Gary Eldridge. 72, Clayton Ely. More of our seniors this year, as they've given us a great year. Across the 20 to the 15. And I think Duncombe tried to pitch the ball out.
We got it. What happened was he intended to pitch, and the way he was carrying the ball, whenever he broke it for good yardage there, and whenever he got ready to pitch, they went ahead and kind of slapped the ball, and they kind of knocked it out of his hands there. If he had hands that big, there's no way the ball was ever supposed to be slapped out to. He's got hands on him like a gorilla.
Three minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first period. Corbin has their 4th first down on this drive. Just inside the Middlesboro 15. Wide out to the left side. Steve Rollins, as Rollins gets a couple of yards to about the 12.
Rollins got a couple of yards there, but I'll tell you what I watched, I just kind of keyed on Martin Earl that time. It was no fault of Martin Earl's, but he came out. Looks like it may be a shoulder, but he did an excellent job on the linebacker that time. Went ahead and made a excellent block and stayed with the block all the way. But Rollins, again, ball carried. He picked up a couple of yards for us.
A short 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. We're just shy of the 12-yard line now. Corbin has used up 4 first downs on this drive. Sam Jackson. Sam meets a lot of resistance, gives a good effort, though.
You don't see any better effort than that. I mean, the water bug out there, he gave everything he had. Senior, and he's out there. He's going to give everything he's got all night.
Down to the 11-yard line, so we're getting into long yardage third down situation here, and probably we'll see Duncombe going to the air this time.
Well, we're either going to see Duncombe going there. I see that Reedy came in that time, and it was a couple of things that we've looked at for the last couple of weeks. When he's in that tailback position, we know that there's always the possibility that he's either on the run or he can be on the throw or on the receiving end of it. So
he goes in motion. Steely wide to the right. Duncombe back to throw. Duncombe whips it in there. Steely got open, but the ball went into the ground.
Yeah, Steely was open there. You know, it'd be a hard pass to throw there. You know, he got a lot on the ball, but he just went ahead and kind of a one hop into Steely.
Number 83 for Middlesboro, Nathan Taylor, 6'2", 210-pound senior defensive end, was coming all over Duncombe that time, and he let go of it in a hurry. So we've got a fourth down, 7 situation, the ball at the 11-yard line. Now, Reedy wide left, Steely wide right. Fourth down play. Steely in motion. Duncombe throws across the middle, good defensive play. The man coming across the middle for Middlesboro was number 68, William Campbell, and he knocks it away.
Well, he just had good coverage on it. He went ahead and tried to throw it into traffic there, and the Middlesboro player went ahead and knocked it down.
Middlesboro has stopped Corbin twice, deep in their own territory now. And Bill, you get back to the situation again that you start recalling these later in the game. Let's see if Corbin can stop them down deep. Middlesboro's able to inch it away 2 or 3 yards upfield.
And we had Steely on that side on the tackle along with Frederick, and I believe that Sadler was on the bottom of that over on that side. And Reedy. I don't want to miss Reedy. You can't, on that side of the field over there, you got 2 or 3 people in there, and it's hard to pick it up. But Reedy was also in on the tackle.
Really, in the area they're into, if there's any dark spot on this field, I think it's right in that area. We have good lighting here, probably the best of anywhere we go, but it seems a little darker in that particular part of the football field. It's second down and 7 yards to go as Middlesboro now is having a few problems, and they're going to call a timeout. 1 minute, 32 seconds remaining. We're in the opening period. Timeout on the score is Corbin nothing, Middlesboro nothing. Yellow Jackets set to go now on their second down play as they try to get their first down of the game, but they're denied on the far side of the field.
Tackle made by Sadler and Reedy on that side over there. He almost, well, he broke out. Somebody had him on the line of scrimmage that time. He went ahead and broke it out for a couple of extra yards.
Tim Ely, the ball carrier. But now Middlesboro has their best opportunity of the night with 3rd down and short. About 1.5 yards to go for the first down. Just over the 19. They have to get just over the 21-yard line. I believe they got it.
Yeah, let's see. We had on the bottom of that. McWitt came up and made contact at the line of scrimmage that time. That's good effort by Jeff. Frederick was in there. Steely was in on the tackle, and Pennington.
Sean Russell, the ball carrier. He's listed as a freshman. I don't think he is. 194 pounds.
What's his name?
Sean Russell.
Yeah, he was an 8th grader last year. The biggest 8th grader I ever saw in my life.
Well, I was hoping there was a misprint. So you have a 194-pound freshman just picked up their first down of the game. The ball at the 23-yard line. Oh, well, the quarterback and the fullback had a lot of trouble, and Corbin will benefit.
Yeah, it looked like it maybe even been a fumble on play, but I think they went ahead and maintained possession.
Matter of fact, Middlesboro gets 1 yard out of it, so 2nd down 9. Time running out here in the opening period of this game. The officials calling timeout now will stop the clock with just 7 seconds to go. As we complete our list of seniors that we were talking about, as we said, Clayton Ely, number 72, a senior. And completing that list would be number 12, Mike Frederick. All of these fine ball players in their final game as a Red Hound. They've had a great career, though. State championship last year as juniors. and very close to repeating this year. Clock running, and that's going to be at the end of the first period. So these two teams have slugged it out after one period of play here from Campbell Field in Corbin. The score after one quarter, Corbin nothing, Middlesboro nothing. Middlesboro starting the second period, and penalty markers go down before the play develops. So apparently the Jackets are going to be assessed a 5-yard penalty to start this second period of play. That's what it is. We have really enjoyed bringing you the playbacks for the 5th consecutive year of Corbin High School football. We will not stop here. We're going to follow the Lady Redhounds and the boys team in basketball this year. Again, we'll pick out the game of the week and play both the girls and boys each week on Sunday nights at 8:30. So we'll follow right through the basketball season. We hope you'll join us right here on Channel 11. Middlesboro has a lot of blockers out front, but they get only short yardage.
And Jeffrey Adams on the bottom of that, along with Todd Trosberg, pursued out there, also in on the tackle.
Jeffrey Adams, 5'8", 166-pound junior, number 51. Todd Trosberg, number 65, 5'10", 194-pound senior. The ball at the 24-yard line for Middlesboro, and again an official's timeout. We've had 3 of those thus far tonight, and I believe we've had more in this game than any this year.
Well, it seemed like, there's been plenty of those. Of course, Van Hoos on the other side over there, and he's trying to get things straightened out over there. He'd like to see his kids go ahead and punch something out here.
Had Corbin and Middlesboro been playing as they had in past years, there would have been standing room only around here. There are a few empty seats in the stadium here tonight. A draw. The big guy can gallop. Watch out. Steely's the only one that may have a chance. And Steely does a great job.
Steely did an excellent job. Of course, the thing about it is, number 87, and Van Hoos has already told him, 87 just got through stinking up the whole football field because he didn't get the block. One man in front of him. Van Hoos told him. Oh, he's got right in his whiskers, and he told him.
He had to take out Steely. He couldn't do it. And Darrell Ferguson, number 22, has taken the ball all the way to the Corbin 35-yard line, and that's Middlesboro's second first down. Corbin had 2 opportunities in the first period, did not capitalize. Now, Middlesboro has their first good opportunity of the football game deep in Corbin territory. Number 87 that Bill just talked about is Marvin Buell. He goes wide to the left, as number 42, Tony Wright, comes wide right. They try the quick hitter up the middle to number 34 for Middlesboro, Tim Ely.
How big is the Buell kid that you're talking about?
Okay, Buell, a 6'5", 194-pounder.
6'5", 194, and last year I watched Middlesboro play in the state tournament. Here's a kid that's walking around up there in Rupp Arena, walking around through the stands. I have no idea why he wasn't on the basketball team. Kid that big, and a kid that big and not be able to throw a block on that one right there cost him a touchdown.
So he goes wide to the left again as number 12 into the lineup, Craig Heath. Wide to the right. Here's that pass across the middle. No good to Buell.
He's not going to catch it either.
So Middlesboro has dug their own hole, and they have to get out of it now with a pass play. 3rd down and 9. The ball at Corbin 34. Hurriedly into the Corbin lineup, number 50, Bobby Reeves, 5'11", 202-pound junior, replacing Clayton Ely. So Coach Cotton Adams, I would think here, removing Ely because he expects him to pass again.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, Middlesboro, they coming off that ball kind of like we did last year up there.
Here's the pitch going to 42. He's a hard one to bring down. That's Tony Wright, 194-pounder.
Sadler playing defensive end on this side. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sadler playing defensive end on it. How much they pick up on that one?
Well, they had it 9 to go. They have it 3 to go, so got them 6 yards.
Alan Sadler made fine tackle.
Well, 4th and 3. So Middlesboro is faced with the situation that Corbin's been faced with twice in this game tonight. 4th down to keep the drive alive. They try him again. Big guy. I think he's short.
I tell you what, they're blocking. They're blocking. Red Hounds need to bow the neck.
He had to get, if you'll look at the downs marker across the way, he had to get about 1.5 feet over the 25. It looks like he got about 1 4 inches.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a little bit short. But then again, we'll see.
There it is, stretched. That's what happened, Bill. Middlesboro.
Good placement.
Middlesboro surrenders, and I thought the official was very fair where he went down. He put that ball and kept it there, didn't move it at all. So Middlesboro gives it up.
I felt like he did an excellent job on that. And, you know, Middlesboro came out. They blocked up. They had 3 or 4 of our people on the ground. It was a good run, a good effort by Middlesboro.
Again, we point out Middlesboro has those big backs, and Tony Wright, he's a good runner. We watched him in the first part of the year in the Gritorama up there. He just ran over people. So he comes within an inch of getting that first down, and Corbin takes back over the ball at their own 25-yard line. And Corbin, another timeout. Well, let's hope that this doesn't hurt later on, but right now the timeout called as Corbin has it 1st and 10. 9:28 remaining. We're in the opening half. Timeout on the score is Corbin nothing, Middlesboro nothing. Duncombe throwing to Reedy. Reedy grabs. Reedy up across the 30-yard line. It'll be just shy of a first down.
That was an excellent pass and excellent reception that time by Reedy.
Pass play good for about 8 yards, and so far, Bill, as far as productivity, that's been about our best tonight.
Well, that's about the only thing that we've done. You know, we need to break something big. You know, we're supposed to have one of the better offensive teams in the state of Kentucky, and here we are. We're just not against opponents. We're just not pushing it out there like we. You know, I know that we can, and there's no way that team's supposed to hold us anywhere here where they're holding us.
Let's see what Sam Jackson can do. He struggles, may have the first down as he brings it across the 35.
That's Sam working hard there. Sam working hard. Just trying to follow the blocking by Todd Trosper that time and Barry Rose.
He does get the first down with yardage to spare as the ball is up to the 36.5-yard line. So Corbin used 4 first downs in marching down the field a moment ago, but they had to give it up on downs when they got down to the 11-yard line. Now with the slot formation to the right side, Pennington out, Steely in the slot. Here's the first down play. Duncombe has time. He throws. That was in the middle of 4-5 Jackets and almost intercepted.
Well, Steely was there. You know, I thought the ball was going to come right to him because, you know, it looked like to me, you know, he kind of hooked in front of those two people from Middlesboro, but the ball was thrown in behind him.
Clock stopped at 8:19 of the opening half. No score thus far in the ball game. Pennington wide right, Catron wide left. 2nd down and 10. We left too soon on that one. They don't care. They're going to deny it because the ball was cut off and intercepted by number 12. That is Craig Heath, a 182-pound junior.
Let's see. I think it was intended for Catron. I believe it was intended for Catron that time, and just zipped it into the defender that time.
It was quite obvious that our back was moving before the ball was snapped, so Middlesboro declines it. Middlesboro now has a good opportunity with the ball at their 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Corbin crowd getting rather quiet as they feel the shift of any momentum that might have been after that long drive a moment ago, going toward Middlesboro now. Babe White, number 11, the quarterback, punches into number 24 this time. That is Chris Ewell, 188-pound junior.
And we had, let's see, we got, who made the tackle that time? Yeah, Brad Engel. Brad Engel was in there on the tackle that time. Seemed like we're stopping everything that they're trying to do inside on us, but, you know, we've had a little problem on that misdirection there a while ago when they broke outside. Outside of that, I don't think they've shown us anything offensively that we've not been able to handle.
They get only a couple of yards on that one. 2nd down and 8 now. Halfback set just outside in to the right side. Number 42 right, and that's a fine tackle.
McWitt came to play. He's trying to tell us goodbye, and he's doing it in a nice way.
Let's talk about him. Number 29, Jeff McWitt. 5'10", 160-pound senior. He came up from the corner to the right side and took number 42's legs right out from under him. So a yard gain at the most is going to be 3rd and 7. Middlesboro now will show us halfback Craig Heath wide to the right side, ends split to the left.
He almost broke it. He almost broke it. Let's see who we got on the ankles there. Brad Engel.
Well, Middlesboro now, they may have the first down. Let's see. It's very close. They're bringing the chains across. I believe they've got it on this one. Number 24, the ball carrier, Chris Ewell. And a moment ago, they were just shy. This time, the nose of the football goes across, and Middlesboro, with 6.5 minutes here in the first half, has the first down. So the Jackets seem to be getting momentum.
We need to play with a little more heart. We need to get tough here. We need to shut this thing off here before half.
Ball in Corbin territory, just shy of the 45-yard line. As the end, Mark Earl wide to the right side. Here's the pass across the middle. That'll be interference. Fox running into number 87 Buell, and it's quite obvious on that one.
He shouldn't run into him because he can't catch it anyway.
I don't even think the pass was intended for him, but it zipped right over his head to the deep man, and it just so happens that Richard bumped into him. So it's not like it is in college or professional. It's a 15-yard penalty, and in this case, it hurts a lot more.
Yeah, it sure does. They're down farther than they need to be right now, and they've got enough time to go ahead and punch that thing in. We've got to hold them here.
Ball down to the Corbin 30-yard line now, 1st and 10. Plenty of time for Middlesboro. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Well, the defense is there again as Darrell Ferguson, number 22, carries the ball.
Todd Trosper, let's see, Roger Rose, take it back. Roger Rose in on the tackle along with Robbie Smith.
Roger Rose, number 54, 5'10", 196-pound senior, leading the charge on that one. The gain for 2, it's 2nd and 8. Middlesboro at the Corbin 28-yard line. Babe White, the quarterback, 5'10", 186-pound senior. White has a slot formation to the left side. I was kind of impressed with the fullback. He hit the hole to the right side. Nothing there, just kept sliding.
He did. Finally, let's see, on the bottom of it, we got Todd Trosper, and then Robbie Smith was on the upper side of that play.
Ewell gets a couple of more yards. They're down to the Corbin 26, 3rd down. 5 minutes now remaining in the first half of this game. So let's see what Middlesboro will elect to do on this 3rd and long situation, 3rd and 6. They start by sending number 12, Heath, wide to the right side, split in Buell to the left. Here's the option, the pitch back, and the opportunity, but the ball bounces right back into 22 Ferguson's hand.
I'll tell you what, Ferguson's got some good speed, good quickness at that time. He was awful quick to get back on that ball. It did take a good bounce to him, but came right back to him, and then Sadler was right on top of him.
Well, now you've got the situation. They're back to the 33-yard line, and they're looking at 4th and 13. So Middlesboro's decision on what to do here, and of course you got to suspect that they'll try to pick it up through the air. No score. We're down to the 4-minute mark of the first half. Number 87 Buell wide to the left. They try the draw. Ferguson gets by one, by another, but he pays up. No, he's still up. Good effort by 22.
Yeah, he didn't want to go down. I tell you what, that's a gutty run. We can stand here all day, you know, that you won't see a better running out. He gave everything he had that time. Ferguson made a fine run.
Does Middlesboro have a lack of confidence in their passing situation, or are they trying to fool Corbin on 4th and 13?
He's the guy that needs to have his hands on the football. He's got as good a quickness as anybody on the field.
So Corbin takes over as each team just punching at each other, but nobody can knock the other down. Corbin at the 30-yard line takes it 1st and 10. Wide out is Pennington to the right side. Split to the left is Frederick. 3.5 minutes here in the first half. Steve Rollins counters and brings it up to the 35.
Good to see him carry the football.
He gets him about 5 yards on this one. That's the second time that he's carried tonight. Now Corbin's going to have to start fighting that clock. They know the position they're in on the field now and what happened last year, so they need to get it up a little safer territory before they air it out. Here's the 2nd and 5. Sam Jackson, no room there. He takes it wide and out of bounds.
They dropped the flag here. Well, you know, who got the flag? Number 87. What's that boy's name? Buell. Sam Jackson out of bounds on the ground. Buell finally made a play.
Well, that's the last thing you want to happen to your team right now, because you've got Corbin fighting a clock, and now with that 15 yards, Corbin has the field position. And really, the necessary time, he got 3 minutes to go half the field.
Yeah. Van Hoos, you know, I don't know where he's trying to scare somebody with that kid or what, because I'm sure he's not happy about his performance either. That kid's just tall, that's all.
So he's cost his team 15 yards on the personal foul. Corbin is down to the Middlesboro 47-yard line, and let's see what they can do with it now. Reedy about 10 yards to the left. Duncombe looks for him. Duncombe throws to him. Reedy will have to battle. Reedy got it. 5, touchdown.
I got to say this. I remember in 1961, I remember Roger Bird making a catch like that against Danville at Center College Field. You don't see a better reception than that. You do not ever see a better reception than that. Whenever you're looking back at the ball, it's so hard to make it when you catch it over your shoulder like that. He made an excellent reception, and look what kind of body control he had as he stayed in bounds. It's a beautiful reception.
Craig Heath, number 12, played him beautifully defensively, so it takes a superb offensive effort on the part of the Corbin sophomore, number 18, Nooners Reedy. He'll try for the point after touchdown. Matter of fact, his hand's the best we've seen this year, no doubt about that. Defensively, he leads the team in pass interceptions. Here's the point after. Booms it through, and Corbin leads it by 7-0. 2:48 remaining. We're in the first half. We'll be right back with the kickoff after this. Well, you see a 15-yard penalty allowed Corbin to get into passing position, and what happened there didn't take him any time at all. Here's the kickoff as Wright hurdles on that side, and Champlin puts him down.
Champlin, you know, that's 110. That's what we was talking about, 110%. Champlin's done that all year long, and here he comes up with a big play on the kickoff. I'll go back to something, this Buell kid, and boy, I hope he's not related to anybody from our area, but got to say something. Here's a kid that cost him a touchdown by not throwing a block in the open field, and here's a kid that it cost him by having a touchdown scored against him by making a foolish lick on the sideline, the ball already out of play.
And Corbin leads it by 7-0, 2:41 to go in the first half. So now Middlesboro tries to come back. They'll have Heath wide to the right side, Buell to the left. Quarterback throws it over the middle, and Buell was the intended receiver.
Got to be somebody else out there.
Hoping to use that sideline and the clock with 2:37 in the first half now. Look at this Middlesboro team and their schedule and their record, 7-2. They're very impressive. For instance, they go up and they wear out Tate's Creek 19-0. We defeat Bryan Station. This end of the state with Corbin, Middlesboro, and Somerset really has owned most of the football in the state this year. This is a tough guy. Oh, Frederick.
Hey, I tell you what, that's what you get paid for out there. Mike Frederick came up. He made He was getting acquainted with Frazier. That's excellent effort that time by Mike Frederick.
I would think at this point, Bill, in my opinion, that Middlesboro probably has the best backs that we've faced this year, but Corbin's standing up well.
Yeah, standing up well. You know, don't come back some. You know, Frederick out there, he knows that, you know, it's his last game here at Campbell Field, and he's playing with all that inside of him. There's a lot of things going on inside of his body right now. Those kids, you got to know that's happening to them.
It's 3rd and 10 situation. I'm still trying to find the football as Middlesboro has it up to the 40-yard line. Ewell is the ball carrier, just across the 40.
78, Robbie Smith and Richard Fox were on the tackle that time.
So it's going to be a 4th down play, 4th and about 4, and Middlesboro will want to give it up now with a minute and a half to go in the first half as Corbin drops deep. Reedy and Steely. Tony Wright, number 42, will punt. Well, it's going to be too short for a return, as the ball is going to be killed at about the 36-yard line of Corbin. I think he did a good job of kicking it short because Corbin's backs, Reedy and Steely, are potentials to run that thing back.
Yeah, both of them probably got as good a speed as anybody on the team, along with Pennington. I could say those probably the three fastest people that we had back there.
Now the Red Hounds with a minute 10 to go in the first half. Pennington wide right, Kettering wide left, leading 7-0. Probably just decoys that there. Let's see what it is. Yep, because here comes Champlin up the middle on the drive across the 40 to the 41.
Good looking play, and Steve's out there giving everything he's got. Excellent job of Steve Champlin.
That play is good for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. So we're down to the 42nd mark of the half. A long gainer here, then Corbin could maybe air it out, but they're going to have to do it perhaps on this play as the clock continues to run. Down to 30 seconds. Reedy wide to the left. With the 41, they're going to look to Reedy again. There he goes. Reedy turns on the afterburner. Too long.
Quit running. He quit running. I'll tell him that tonight. I'll tell him on a replay. I'm going to tell him as soon as the game's over. He quit running.
He looked back. He kind of stopped about the 35-yard line, looked back, and then he started. When I said turns on the afterburner, I meant that he started running then. He didn't streak all the way down like he did a moment ago.
No, you know, and if he's that winded, you know, he's not been working like he's supposed to. He quit running that time.
So Corbin with 18 seconds to go. Let's see what they'll do on this play as now B.J. Catron assumes the position that Reedy had to the left side. Steely is wide to the right. All right, Steely.
Good block.
Gets the Corbin first down near midfield.
Good block by Alan Sadler.
The ball at the 49-yard line. 11 seconds to go. Now, Corbin, I think, has one more timeout. They use it right here. Coach Cotton Adams has a chance here to talk over and see what he wants to do in the final 11 seconds. Now we're ready for the play. Kettering wide left, Steely wide right. 49-yard line. Duncombe really shows us the arm, but it's going to be intercepted. Now Corbin's got to chase him down. They do, and the clock runs out. That is the danger, but when you throw that deep, you have a chance to recover.
I'm sure Cotton told them if they were going to throw the ball, to be sure and throw it real deep. Because, you know, just before halftime last year, we remember those kind of passes, you know. So if you're going to throw it, you got to throw it deep.
So they did, and we respond. Now at halftime of the game between Corbin and Middlesboro, with the Hounds leading by 7-0, and we're pleased to present the Corbin Red Hound Marching Band, presented here at halftime by Distad's Jewelry, as they have presented the Marching Red Hound Band this year. We're so pleased to have them as a sponsor of this halftime segment of our telecast. Again, we remind you that we will be airing the Corbin basketball season here on Channel 11, Southern Cable TV, and we'll be giving you the details on that schedule. It'll be coming up in 3 or 4 weeks. Tonight will be a treat. I think some of the younger members of the Corbin Marching Band will be featured also. So, we invite you to our halftime presentation.
Of Melissa Rowlett, with band captain Scott Tackett, flag Alicia Cannon, and rifle captain April Freeman. Melissa, is your band ready?
That's Melissa Rowlett leading the band tonight as they take the field. Corbin Red Hound Marching Band will be back with more in a moment after this from Distav.
This evening we wish to welcome as participants in tonight's performance the future marching Red Hounds, members of the middle school band. Now this is not only the first performance for many students, but also the last marching performance for the senior band.
Here at halftime, the middle school participants of the band will be making an appearance here tonight. The Marching Red Hound Band did their regular routine prior to the game, and now they're giving the opportunity to the middle school youngsters to be on the field right now. So we hope you enjoy this as they'll be performing momentarily. Corbin leading by 7-0 here at halftime of the Middlesboro game.
First of all, the field commander and flute, Pam Helton. The assistant field commander and trumpet, Melissa Rowlett. Band captain and percussionist, Scott Tackett. Rifle and flute, Pam Bunch. Clarinet and Helton. Baritone and tenor sax, Carla Long. Alto sax, Angie Estep. Tenor sax, bass, clarinet, baritone, Teresa Miller. And thanks, seniors, we'll miss you.
Those are the seniors that were introduced
Will perform
in their last presentation here at Campbell Field.
the trumpet section, flag, and rifle.
there you have it. We hope you've enjoyed it. Middle school musicians joining the Corbin band. Now, let's see what we have here. Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy as David Cathers on trumpet, and I didn't get the other names, but some trumpeters going to be featured. And the Flag Corps and the, what do you call them, the Gun Corps? They're in different uniforms for this event. Rifle Corps, okay. A big hand for the Corbin Red Hound Marching Band. Corbin High School Marching Band presented at halftime of each game this year by Distad's Jewelers. And we'll be back with second half activity right after this message from Distad. Corbin kicked to start the game. They kicked to start the second half. And here we go. As Wright goes for that right sideline. Penalty marker down as Corbin contains at the 25.
Got a clip on the play, though, that time, Don. It looked like that Pennington came down, looked like somebody clipped him.
Well, that means that Middlesboro will be very deep in their own territory. Corbin leading by 7-0. Our second half getting underway. We don't have the tinge of excitement, the anxiety level, the butterflies that normally is associated with the Corbin Middlesboro football game.
No, but the crowd's picking up. I went down at halftime, and it seemed like that there's still people coming in. You know, evidently they've been listening to it on the radio, and we've got a good contest going here, and so people are still coming in.
I don't think there was ever any doubt about how good this game would be, regardless of the incentive for it, because these are two of the finest football teams in the state. And probably, if you could have teams that you could select from out in the state and put them in the playoffs, chances are that one of these two could win the whole thing.
Well, I feel like that, you know, if you were able to do that, I think that both these two teams would be in that because they're two of the best teams in the state of Kentucky.
Middlesboro very deep now as the downs marker is set inside the 10-yard line. Let's call it the 7. And across the 10 to the 11, about 4 yards on the first play.
Excellent effort that time by Frazier, and I felt like the first half that he was the best back on the field for Middlesboro. I think Todd Trosper was in on that tackle, but that time Frazier came out, put the head down, and went ahead and gutted up for 2 or 3 good yards.
Second down and 6 now. Middlesboro. Quarterback number 11, Babe White, as they just try to punch it ahead and getting some good power yardage.
That's Frazier. Frazier's running hard. He's I didn't see any scouting report where he was supposed to be the dominant back for them, but again, he's had the best game here tonight for Middlesboro.
So the ball is moved just shy of a first down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Middlesboro would have to get to about the 13-yard line to get that first down. So those big backs with the slot formation to the left side. And good defensive play. I don't know if they got it or not.
What happened on that play that time, they shifted to a different formation. They had too many people in the backfield, and they were screaming on the other side here, unbalanced line, but it still had too many people in the backfield. Somebody was supposed to move up, somebody come back. And again, and someone will back up something. I keep calling this kid Frazier as Ferguson. I apologize for that, but I feel like he still has been the best back for Middlesboro tonight.
He's the one with the speed. That was Ely that carried it then. You know, now, situation here, I don't think they got it. So Corbin, although it was an obvious illegal procedure penalty, declines the penalty, and they got a 4th down situation and obvious punting play. And I think that's what's being explained right now, and Corbin players looking off to the side to see what they're to do.
Yeah, it looks, well, it's going to be awful. It appears to be awful short, though, because they haven't moved the marker yet. So it depends, see. I think it's going to be awful short, 4th and short.
So Middlesboro, it is declined, and Middlesboro's got a punt here. They can give a game away if they don't. They're going to call timeout to talk about it. Interesting. 10:25 to go. We're in the 3rd period. We have a timeout with the score. Corbin 7, Middlesboro nothing. Well, their decision, kick the ball. So Wright does. End over end kick, it will bounce. At the 45, it's hit. I don't know if the official saw it, but it was hit on our 49. Yeah, he did.
2 officials there, but when they first made contact, they did not blow the whistle.
Look at that. Situation now will have Corbin at the Middlesboro 48, so field position not a problem for much of the night for Corbin. Leading 7-0. So everybody in tight. The backfield straight away on this first play of the second half for the Hounds. Steely leans forward for a couple of yards to about the 46.
Yeah, Steely again in his normal style there, where he picks and finds all he can find, then just kind of lunges and leans forward there to pick up another yard or 2.
2nd down and 8 for Corbin now. Steely replaced in the backfield by Jackson, number 25. Again, the same formation. This is the option. Duncombe will keep it around that corner. Gets close to a first down.
Well, I don't think that was actually an option play. It looked like to me it was just a quarterback keep around that side because he never did appear to ever look at the pitch man. He just went ahead and got good yardage out of it. I was watching Gilmore that time. Gilmore did an excellent job in the center position there as far as his block. He did an outstanding job.
Number 58, Kenny Gilmore. Corbin on top 7-0. This grudge battle between Corbin and Middlesboro, originating here at Campbell Field in Corbin. The final game for these two teams, Corbin 7-1, Middlesboro 7-2 on the year. Steely lunges for the first down. I believe he has it.
Yeah, he's got first down. He's got first down. He's trying to look like he's following Trosper, I believe it's on that side. Yeah, Trosper. Yeah, that's a good person to follow.
37-yard line, so Corbin starts the second half with the first down. Again, both ends in tight, and you're back straight away. Sam Jackson. He'll get only a couple of yards, and that's to the 35.
That time he's coming off that time. Champlin was the lead blocker, and Pennington also picked up a good block that time.
It appears, just a thought hit my mind, that this seems to be something like our second half at Middlesboro last year. We started going right at them.
Well, we just, so standard Corbin football, power football, let the Hogs do the work, and the backs just kind of fall in behind them.
Well, we've had some unusual timeouts, and we have one here called by Corbin. 8:37 to go. We're in the third period. Timeout on the score is Corbin 7, Middlesboro nothing. On the second down play, right to the right side. Steely's wide open. 10, 5, 4-yard line.
Excellent effort that time by Steely. It was a good pass. He was wide open, hit out here in this flat on this side. Excellent effort by Steely, but when he saw the goal line, he turned it up north and south, and one man between him, and he went ahead and he didn't want to be denied, and he got it actually closer than he was supposed to that time.
Bill, I believe Cotton Adam had something to say at that timeout.
Well, I was watching Roger Rose come out of the huddle. Roger said, I don't want to hear him scream anymore. I get out there, I'll show him what I can do, and he did. He got an excellent block.
Here we go now, first and goal to goal from the 4-yard line for the Hounds. Yep, Duncombe, touchdown.
That's a good job. The pitch man didn't even go with him that time. He just went ahead and went out. It's just quarterback keep that time. But I got to believe that Middlesboro knows that. Everybody in the state ought to know that because we do not pitch the ball. I mean, very seldom we ever do that. 90% or 98% of the time, the quarterback's keeping the ball in that situation.
Well, we're up 13-0. 8:07 to go, third period. Duncombe holding, Reedy kicking. It's true again. So the Red Hounds lead it by 14-0. A rare occurrence that Corbin kicks out of bounds, and when you do that, you get it at the 40-yard line, and the high school rules say that you better kick that thing true.
Yeah, you need to kick it true like that. 40 yards is, that's bad field position.
So Middlesboro has a chance now to do something as they get field position at the 40 versus when they started at the 7-yard line for the second half. Corbin leading by 14-0. Last year, 22-21. The game that was for everything. So let's see what the Jackets can do this time. Their second offensive series this half. Right, he's a hard runner. Got to watch him. Steely, for the second time tonight, saves the touchdown.
Yeah, Steely was out there with him, Kid's got awful good speed. Steely had an angle on him that time, and he actually, tried to slow up and try to put a move on Steely, but Steely went ahead and made the play again. That's 2 times tonight he's made that play.
Middlesboro has Ferguson and Wright, and either of them can do that. And again, we go back to what I said earlier tonight, Bill. No team that we played this year has the backs with the ability of Middlesboro.
No, and they've got that good line to go along with it. I think, everything we've seen this year, Middlesboro has got to have the best team that we've played to date.
So number 40, Darren Steely, has saved us twice tonight. That run was down to the Corbin 30, 2-yard line. They're working on that right side. As number 33 this time, Sean Russell, a big freshman, carries the football.
Well, he gave good effort that time. When he got up there and saw that he was going to have to make some contact, he went ahead and put that head and shoulder down and tried to go ahead and give a lick instead of take one.
So now they're looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Corbin on top by 14 to nothing. 7:35 to go in the 3rd period of tonight's game. Still working on the right side. Ferguson. Oh, flathead.
Flathead Rose that time. Came in and went ahead and met him good there along with Reedy, and I saw Frederick come up. Frederick come up and kind of clean things out a little bit too. Something in a situation like this, we've got Middlesboro that's taking it back to us. You know, we have a tendency, you get 14 points ahead like this, and you have a tendency to kind of let down a little bit. Middlesboro's always been a team. Corbin's always been the same kind of team. You just keep showing your pride and your character, and they keep coming back and bringing it back to you, and that's what they're doing right now.
That was a big play, a loss of 2. It's 3rd down and 7 now. The ball is at the 28-yard line. They try the middle this time and only get those 2 yards back.
After the play was over with, Rose still pulling him back. Flathead right in there. He's playing like it's his last one.
See Trosper, Ely, also in on the play. I guess the shame of all shames is the fact that this, being one of the best teams in the history of Corbin High, is playing their last game here tonight. A topic of conversation for decades from now, as people will remember this team and what might have been. Here, they got a bow up here, 4th down. And they did. Well, that second effort did something, but I thought first effort he didn't get it.
Richard Fox, Mike Frederick, and Jeff McWitt. Jeff McWitt's played a superior game tonight. One of the best efforts I've seen Jeff have.
They look across now to see whether or not. Initially, he was stopped at about the 24, but he struggled forward to around the 22-yard line. And the measurement earlier tonight really hurt Middlesboro. By an inch or so, they lost the football. Then Corbin scored. Here, by 3 inches or so.
I was going to say it.
Well, the defense does it. A big run by Wright that got him deep, but they couldn't go with it.
Man was on the bottom of that pile. On the bottom of that pile was Jeff McWitt, and then we had Frederick in there along with Richard Fox.
Redhounds take it now for the 2nd time this half offensively. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd period, leading 14-0. Here's Duncombe following the blocking off that right side and gets 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, look who's leading him, Champlin.
The ball across the 25. They'll spot it down at about the 27-yard line, so 4.5-yard pickup. Corbin, let's call it 2nd down and 6 for the 1st down.
Steve Evans also was leading on that play as a blocker. Steve Evans, number 56.
We have Rollins, Jackson, Champlin behind Duncombe. Pitch to the little man. Boy, he is fighting hard, but he's back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I'll tell you what, though, he broke 3 tackles that time. Sam was trying to get all he could get. He just never could get to the corner. Every time he'd break one, it was just somebody else added to the pursuit.
Now Corbin has a situation that's going to call it 3rd and 9, a loss of 3 on that play. And let's see what happens now as Steele comes back in replacing Jackson. Corbin, in the lit ratings, was favored by 6 points. Duncombe, a lot of pressure. Duncombe running out of it. He needed to shake one more, might have had it, but it's going to be a 4th down play.
He didn't have any time that time. I don't think it was designed to be any kind of a quarterback draw or anything. He just didn't have any time. The outside man on this side, I think number 33, the freshman you spoke of, was coming from the outside, and he actually, was one that created the pressure and caused him to go ahead and break for a run.
We're up to the 27-yard line where Corbin for the first time tonight will be in punt formation. This will be Rose, number 54. Now, Rose hasn't had the opportunity to punt many times this year. Nice one downfield this time. Middlesboro will field at the 35. There comes Frederick. They cut the corner and out of bounds.
We got flags everywhere. Big Me's telling him about it. Say, Big Me got clipped on that play. Frederick didn't get clipped, but he had a chance to make the tackle. The guy just kind of got to the outside of him, and then the other guy kind of screened on the block there. But Big Me did get clipped.
Number 34, Champlin, finally made the stop. You know, Bill, the thought runs through my mind, it would be consolation at least. A big win here tonight. Corbin, in the lit ratings, possibly could go to number 1.
Well, that would be great. You know, it was something that would probably be deserving to these seniors and the football team that we do have this year, even though we're not going to playoff. I noticed before that happened at Somerset, we were ranked number 3 in the state in the lit ratings. Number 1 AA, number 3 lit ratings. Somerset was number 8. Now Somerset, you know, as everybody knows, has moved into number 1 AA team in the state.
In the lit ratings, we were about 4 points behind Trinity of Louisville, so it takes a big win, bigger than the margin, to move up a point or two. So it would take a lot more than 14 to go that far. But they figure it on a point separation, and 28, 30 points might do it.
I think I had in the paper this week that in the 10 years, in the last 10 years here, we've got 6 and they've got 4 between us and Middlesboro. But had a chance to go to Middlesboro last night to watch an 8th grade game up there, and those people up there, they read the same paper evidently, and they said, you know, we've got a running record here of 14 years, and the last 14 years you've got 7, we've got 7.
Well, about our other teams, 8th grade, junior varsity, and all, it's been another good year.
Oh, we've had an excellent year in all phases of it.
The 8th grade team coasting at halftime and winning easily over Middlesboro in that game. 20-yard line of scrimmage, 2nd down, 6 yards to go. They're going to try to air it out downfield, and oh my goodness, I thought Steely was going for the interception, and the grab was made.
Steely did go for the interception. It was an excellent reception, though, by number 26 from Middlesboro. Excellent reception. It's excellent thrown pass.
David Baker, 5'10", 192-pound junior, and it looked like it was interception all the way, and you could just see what was in Steely's mind, and just somehow Baker caught up with the ball.
Well, he ran a deep post pattern that time. Reedy evidently went with him all the way on it. Steely came across from the other side from a strong safety position there, and he actually went for the interception. Then Reedy went ahead and made the tackle.
The ball at the Corbin 43-yard line, and right this time is greeted early by Trosper.
Trosper's on the bottom of that, along with Richard Fox on the top side, along with, let's see, who's that pulling everybody up? Brad Engel, Big Smiley, having a good old time.
Well, it gets him about a yard, and that's all. So it's 2nd and 9 for the Jackets, just shy of the Corbin 42-yard line. We're at the 2-minute mark of the 3rd period, Corbin leading by 14-0. Again, so pleased that you joined us this year and supported us in our effort of the replays of Corbin Redhound football here on Southern Cable TV. Our hats off to all of you that viewed our telecast, and especially to our sponsors that made it possible. Right, looking off that side, and watch him ride him down.
We got Flathead Rose, Todd Trosper. Underneath all of that, coming up last is Richard Fox. Excellent effort.
So it's down to a 3rd and 6 situation. A moment ago, Middlesboro comes with that long pass to Baker on 3rd down. Let's see what they do here, just inside the Corbin 40-yard line. Our sponsors have been so good to us. Matter of fact, we've had people asking to get on, and you know that when you get in a position like that, what they think of your program. That's the way it's been with Corbin football this year. Wright is throwing. Wright. Well, Flathead got a hand on it, but it was a little too tall for him.
Well, it was an excellent effort that time by Flathead. It wasn't that well a thrown pass, but Flathead did, from a linebacker position, get on back there, go ahead and put a hand on the ball so nobody else could catch it.
Middlesboro now with 4th down and long, just inside the Corbin 40, would obviously be in punt formation, hoping to put Corbin very deep in their own territory. 51 seconds to go in the 3rd period. And Wright, they're not going to kick. I thought this was a good opportunity to put Corbin in a hole.
Well, how about that? Who was it?
Number 87, whoever that is. Now, surely The back was moving prior to the snap. Hey, wait a minute. Against Corbin. Hey, wait a minute, Bill. I didn't see that the same way the official did.
No, I don't think anybody else did either. I guess Bill's had such a tough time tonight they thought they'd give him a break.
The guy behind him, though, the back was moving before the lineman's what I saw, and that illegal procedure had people moving for Corbin ahead. Fans of Corbin didn't like it at all, obviously. Now this is an entirely different situation. Inside the 35 on 4th and 1. So Corbin has done it a couple of times tonight. Let's see if the defense can do it again here. I'll tell you what, if he got it, it would just be by inches.
I tell you what, excellent effort that time, excellent effort. We got Richard Fox is in on that pile. Flathead was there for a minute underneath Todd Trosper. They stood him up. I don't know if they blew the whistle before he made that last lunge or not. Don't have a measurement, I think.
We got a good lay on that ball there. That was Russell, that big freshman. Odd that you'd give it to a freshman in such a critical situation.
Well, he's a big, strong kid, you know, and if they've got one of those other backs in there that's trying to go ahead and punch that blocking out for him, you know, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, they got it. Well, they needed one.
This way and that way. You got to expect. We've had 2 tonight go our way, so it's theirs this time. Keeps that drive alive. The ball at the Corbin 34-yard line. Hounds lead 14-0. 44 seconds remaining now. We're in the 3rd quarter. Right off that side, and wow, what a play by Flathead.
Big Rose. Oh, way to go out, Rose. Way to go out.
Strongest player on the Corbin team, exhibiting what he can do here tonight. Goodness. I believe Mr. Rose has really had his finest hour here tonight.
I'll tell you what, you know, I remember, I had him in Little League once upon a time. And I remember him lining up in 1980 as a freshman as a defensive end, a state championship at Fairgrounds. And he played an excellent football game. And he has every game for the Hounds. My hat's off to him.
That's the end of the 3rd period tonight from Campbell Field. And after 3 quarters, the score, Corbin 14, Middlesboro nothing. Just getting underway here in the 4th period as once again Mr. Wright is treated to a rough awakening.
Flathead made the whole play. Jeff McQuitt was up there with him, and whenever he let go of him, Sadler went ahead and pinned him up.
Martin Earl Pennington also up there, so
that's what I meant, Pennington on the other side. I'm sorry.
So Middlesboro has it 3rd down, still 15 yards to go. They've gone for that play several times here, and Corbin shutting it off real well.
They've done an excellent job. You know, it's getting down to that last part of it. You know, we're in 4th quarter, you know. Down at halftime, see those kids come out of the dressing room, start the 2nd half, and knowing that there's a whole bunch of them and never come out that door like that again.
Heath wide to the right side. They're going to try to throw it all the way, and McGuett, the receiver made a good effort.
Let's see. Who was that went up for the ball for them?
Buell, it's Buell. He didn't catch it, though. Of course, you got to figure 6'5", his body can cover a lot of territory. Now Middlesboro, 4th and 15. They've had this situation many times tonight.
Well, let's see. Yeah, 4th and 15. They're 4th and 15.
Okay. A little razzle-dazzle to Buell. Nothing.
I don't even think he got the line of scrimmage.
That's an odd pass with 4th and 15.
Buell's hurt.
Corbin takes over. 11 minutes to go, leading 14-0 as we have a timeout here. Corbin 14, Middlesboro nothing. Back to play now as Sam Jackson hits, bounces, and bounces. Well, Little guy refuses to go down.
They blew him dead before he was dead. Good effort by Sam.
The loss will be about 3. Back to the 35-yard line. Corbin 2nd and 15. So now Steely, Rollins, Champlin behind Duncombe. Duncombe had no choice that time.
Well, he kept it. Now, Frederick tried to get a block there. He just didn't get all of it done that time.
Middlesboro closes it off after a 3-yard pickup back to the original line of scrimmage. So now we're back up to the 39-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the game. Corbin leading 14-0. And let's see what the selection will be here. Rollins comes off, Jackson back in. Not at all, nothing.
No, he tried to take it back up in. I guess that was where it was supposed to go. It looked like things might have happened to the outside, but he got what he could get out of it. We got a 4th down situation, don't we?
So we got it 4th and 9 here from the 40-yard line. And probably, this is a rare occurrence. Rose kicking twice in a game.
Yeah, it's not happened. It's not happened this year.
So Roger, other than up there at Bryan Station, that's the only one. Kind of wounded pigeon type. Gets a good roll, though. Across the 30. And down to about the 27-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the game as Middlesboro takes over. We have another timeout here with the score, Corbin 14, Middlesboro nothing. So the Jackets try to get some running room as they inch out to about the 30-yard line.
Todd Trosper on the tackle that time, along with Clayton Ely.
Seems odd that we're standing here with 8.5 minutes to go and good football weather, and we've been blessed with a lot of good weather this year. This is ending our season. It just doesn't seem right. Middlesboro gives us a wide out. In Craig Heath to the right side. Ely gets hardly anything.
Robbie Smith. It was Robbie Smith that met him right there at the line, along with Jeff Adams.
Robbie Smith is number 78. 5'10", 221-pound junior. So the Jackets now have it 3rd down and 6 for the first down. So the good old Kentucky High School Athletic Association has held our crowd down, has hurt our finances, has taken away from this game tonight. Here's the throw, a wounded one out. What a grab. There goes Reedy. Reedy down that sideline was taken out of bounds inside the 30.
Excellent interception that time by Nooners. He came up and did a heck of a job just keeping his balance and keeping his footing that time after he made the interception. Got a good return on it.
Tremendous. Those are hands. When you can take a ball off the ground like that, that's not the first time this year, however, that kid's done it. He's done it over and over and over. And it looks, he's so graceful in doing it. It looks so easy the way he does it. Problem is, he's the only one we've ever seen do it all year. He can do that. Sam Jackson getting good running room off that right side.
Well, I tell you what, Sam was blessed with effort. He's a little short on the size, but he's blessed with a lot of effort. He made a super effort that time on that carry.
He got about 6 yards on that play. I should rephrase what I said. I didn't mean the problem is, because this is what I was thinking about is the opponents. You don't see this from other individuals. We've had good pass receivers this year, and I do want to compliment them, so didn't want to detract with what I just said about Nooners. Matter of fact, one of the best core of receivers I ever remember for Corbin on this year's team. One of them's right there, number 40, Steely. Steely's come up with, it's a good run that time, but Steely's come up with receptions all year long. Yeah, B.J. Catron didn't receive that many passes this year, but he's got excellent hands.
Martin Earl Pennington, as good a receiver at that position as anybody you'll ever see at a tight end position. Mike Frederick, we say it every time. He doesn't touch the ball that much, but he's got great hands for a receiver. And it's been that way all year long.
So in my memory, I don't think we've ever had that many good receivers on one football team. It's really been some kind of year for that. Corbin has the first down. Inside the 15-yard line as they work that left side, and Jackson stopped after a couple.
Was it Jackson or was it Champlin? I believe it was Champlin.
Yeah, you're right.
Making that effort, twisting, trying to get everything he can get. Great effort, Steve.
All right, to the 11-yard line now. So Corbin has its second down, about 7 to go for the first down. Steve Rollins, nice hole, nice cut down across the 5, maybe a first down.
Boy, looked like a pointer dog out there. He had his nose for the goal line. That's where he was going. Good effort by Rollins.
Well, we got us a first and goal to goal here with 5.5 minutes to go.
How about them dogs?
First down for the 4-yard line of Middlesboro.
So the Hounds have it backfield straight away and both ends in tight. As Duncombe rolling, Duncombe pitches, Jackson, touchdown.
When you least expect it, hey, Duncombe been setting us up, hasn't he? He set everybody up. He finally makes the pitch. Sam Jackson, touchdown.
Great timing on that one, no doubt about it. 20-0, Corbin leads. Bill, when do you remember such a disparity in the score between these two teams?
Somebody said there was an odds maker somewhere in Harlan County that said that Corbin would get beat by 18 points, and we're in the process of putting number 21 on the board.
And we do. So 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. Timeout on the score is Corbin 21, Middlesboro nothing. 21-0 as Storms kicks off a high short one that will hit, bounce, and Wright has to go back and get it, and he pays the price again.
I love Jeff McWitt. Jeff McWitt, he came down. He was on Suicide Squad. Kamikaze Jeff. He went down and made contacts. Wanted to actually set the play up. He came down and threw his body around. Good job, Jeff.
And another kid I really like you introduced me to is number 46, Mark Rapier, that loves to get down.
Mark Rapier gets down there. He's anywhere on the kickoff. You can look for him. He'll be right there in the middle of it.
So Middlesboro has their work cut out for them again, just over there on 20. Let's call it about the 22-yard line. Jamie Norville, the number 83, hurries onto the football field for Corbin. Playing the corners, Reedy. Back at his safety, number 40, we see Steely, number 12, Frederick. And Corbin holds them in the middle again.
Yeah, let's see on the bottom there. We've got Jeff Adams. Jeff Adams on the tackle, along with Todd Trosper, senior, getting ready to say goodbye to us.
You know, Bill, we lead 21-0, and we have not been as dominant in this game as we were at Somerset.
No, that's true. We kicked it all the way around. Just 1 point hangs in everybody's memory. A lot of cobwebs.
Baker wide to the right, Buell wide to the left. They'll try to play some catch-up football here. And it's a very short pass.
That was a good play, though. I watched the end come out. He ran right underneath the linebacker coverage that time, but we had it covered as soon as he got his hands on it.
Mike Jones, number 82, 208-pound senior for Middlesboro, gets it. It's going to be third down, 4 to go for the first down. So they're trying again on this play as Norville gets the arm and stops that pass play. Excellent effort by Norville and excellent effort by Bill Storm. Bill Storm went in and replaced Brad Engel at the nose guard that time, and Storm was right there. If Norville hadn't made that, I think Storm would have. Now in punt formation will be right. I counted 14 seniors on this Middlesboro team, so everybody's got to graduate a few. Nice punt. Here's Reedy at the 40. Reedy falls on top of it. So Corbin will get the ball again, good field position.
First time I saw him do that. Getting ready to run before he got it that time. He's going to take it on the fingertips. He's going to take it out there on the fingertips, try to find out where he was going.
Watching that, watch Steve Bird the other night handle umpteen, it looked like. Beautiful.
He does this, you know, that's the same way that he makes his receptions on those punts. He goes ahead and cradles it with the hands.
So the Red Hounds now just 2 minutes and 50 seconds away from victory number 8 out of 9 games. Steve Rollins straight ahead as Rollins gets good yardage.
I like to watch him run. Wish he was here next year.
He's moved the ball up to the 48-yard line. Give him 6, it'll be 2nd and 4. While we wind it down, this is my 2nd year to work with Bill Hoover on these telecasts. And Bill, you bring so much to our programming. We certainly appreciate you. We're looking forward to next year.
Appreciate it, Don.
2nd and 4 for the Hounds here. This is Rapier. I believe he got it. It's going to be close.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, it's going to be close, but I believe he's got it.
They look across to determine we're at the 2-minute mark of the ball game. Nope, they say he's not. Corbin's coach Cotton Adams right now getting a lot of young people. There's Andy White, number 85, into the lineup now at end to the right side as Martin Earl Pennington comes off. And Bill Storm.
Bill Storm, there's no question about that one. That's first down.
You know, I don't remember mentioning Andy's name a moment ago when I was reading off the seniors. But 5'10", 161-pound senior Andy White, number 85. And it's quite obvious that Coach Adams wants to let every senior get in on this football victory.
Yeah, he just brought Pennington and Sadler both out, and it's getting a little emotional.
I kind of wish the PA announcer had said something for the fans to really realize what just had happened. Steely forward to about the 40. Basketball, you have the opportunity for people to give that standing ovation. You know exactly what's happening. I don't think they realize that 2 of the greatest ever just marched off this football field for the last time.
Yeah, it's 2 class individuals, and I don't think that people really understand just exactly how much work that they put into what it is that they've done for Corbin. And there's a lot of pride in both those 2 individuals.
So several of those seniors are on the sidelines now watching as Duncombe on the option. Duncombe keeps, breaks a tackle, and gets yardage across the 35.
Good effort that time by Greg. Another senior out there, Greg Duncombe. He's running like he knows too.
A lot of the crowd has already made it toward the exits with so little time, 36 seconds left, and Corbin leading 21-0. But there will be a banquet to honor these boys, and awards given out. Fans will show their appreciation for what they've seen this year. 3rd and 1. As Steely gets the the necessary yardage for the first down across the 30.
These kids will play with a full heart. They don't have anything to be ashamed of, and they won't have any problem looking at that mirror in the morning or tonight or whenever it is that they do it.
Rollins back into the lineup, replacing Jackson. So that's the last time you'll see number 25, Sam Jackson, perhaps. 20 seconds to go. There's Rollins down to the 25, and Bill, that's going to be the ball game.
Saw Steve Champlin come over and get Sam and put his arm around him. They know.
Well, let's absorb this moment. 8 victories, 1 loss. A team that won the respect of every football coach in the state of Kentucky. Corbin Red Hounds have just ended their year by defeating Middlesboro 21-0. Middlesboro, one of the best teams we faced all year, undoubtedly. And I think if you want to convince somebody just how good Corbin was, just look at tonight's final score.
Yeah, I think at Corbin's, got to be one of the best teams in the state of Kentucky, and I think at Middlesboro is one of the best teams. Coach Van Hoos done an excellent job over there. I think that makes about the 5th loss that he's had in the 3 years that he's been there, and I think that's excellent compared to the opponents that he plays, the schedule they play in state and out of state. Excellent credit to Coach Van Hoos. He's a little bit of a head case, but he does a good job.
So the Corbin Red Hounds winning tonight. Our congratulations to all of those that have been part of the program.
I want to see something right now. Coach Van Hoos, get all credit in the world. Every senior on our team, he went out there and shook hands with every senior on our football team. That's class act right there. Appreciate him for that.
Guys, we really appreciate what you've done for us, giving us the excitement, the pride that everybody that's been associated with Corbin sports has this year. We thank you for it. And looking forward to next year. As we said, we'll be around telecasting the basketball games, and we invite you to be a part of that program. Again, our thanks to all of those that made it possible, our sponsors. My thanks to Bill Hoover for his work, for Dale Johnson, Gene Harless. This is Don Eastep. Bill?
I'm glad to be here. Appreciate it. Look forward to coming back next year.
So that's it here tonight from Campbell Field in Corbin. The 1983 football season comes to an end as Corbin defeats Middlesboro by 21-0. Good night, everybody.